Good evening, good morning, whenever you're listening to this. Welcome to yet another episode of Madcast with me. And today's topic is really special because I think that's one thing which all of us have in common, which is relationships. So Maniji gave me the guidance of only one word,
Mhm.
relationships. That's the only thing. And until 3:45, I was really worried. So I first of all released the worry. कि यार मैं क्या ही पूछूंगा जाके, what will
Ah,
I ask? And I was wondering about relationships that we all have from the moment that we take on the body. I believe that we are, not believe, I know that the moment from the time from which we are born into relationships.
yes,
We have a relationship with our country, we have a relationship with our city, we have a relationship with our mother, father, and so on and so forth. And sometimes, personally, I feel right now that major sources of stress or challenges or
Mm,
happiness or
mm,
joy comes
mm.
from these relationships.
Absolutely.
So, would you talk a little bit about like the entire system and the from an energy perspective, the point of view of what relationships actually are?
Correct. Wonderful. All right. So, yes, absolutely. Relationships. And as you rightly said, right from the word get go, we are born into them. The first relationship, even before we are born, there is this body that is housing us. The body belongs to that which we begin to understand as the mother. And then, of course, we come into the world and we get to see and build upon many, many different relationships. And yet, the minute you ask me to speak from the perspective of energy, the energy is all about my energy field. So even as I think I have a relationship with my mother from the womb itself, who is creating that relationship? Who? I'm not even formed yet, right? And so my body hasn't even kind of taken shape yet. And yet there is a mother already that is housing me. And so who is choosing that mother? Who is choosing that I'm going to have this kind of a relationship with this person who is going to house my body? The answer is my energy field. Even as I am only an energy, I have no body. However, that energy is going to find the perfect place to take the shape of a body so that it can experience. What does it wish to experience? It wishes to experience itself. The energy wishes to experience itself and therefore has to take on the body. And so, even before we take on the body, there is already energy. And so, the first relationship is of the little formation of body with the energy itself. That energy has chosen its path. The energy is going to find the right resonant body, the right resonant environment. It's not a foolish little sperm that has, contacted a foolish little egg and then just a body is formed. No, no. There is universal intelligence that is already at play. And that universal intelligence decides this energy, this frequency is going to be best housed by this environment. And therein takes the entry through, of course, the mother. Yes. So, I mean, of course, I say of course, but now we have enough places where the entry is not through the mother. We have surrogacy, we have test tube, we have all kinds of stuff. But to understand that what is the basis of choosing that mother, the energy is already deciding. Whose energy? My energy will decide. And that is why, when I talk about the house that I was born in, so much gratitude to my energy that it was born in the house of the Guru. It wasn't a random coincidence. It was chosen. That is what my energy chose, that this would be the best place for me to be born. And so that first relationship, even as the body is just simply coming to play, that relationship is already there, which is me with my energy. me with my energy, even before a mother comes into play. So that is very much the first relationship. And then, of course, to come to a place with mother. Now, again, with something that I just explained, who is choosing the kind of mother we are going to get?
My
My
energy.
energy. Absolutely. So when I am already choosing a mother, I'm already choosing a father, then the energy already knows what kind of experiences we are going to receive. And it is open to receiving those experiences. This is very important because when we don't have a good relationship with a mother or a father or the family that we are born into, we are so many times constantly cursing our luck. Yeah, like why was I born in this? Why couldn't I be born in the house of Tatas or the Ambanis? Yeah, why did I have to be born to these parents who have like no money? Or why did I have to be born to a family where nobody cares about me? Yeah. So at this point, when we begin to talk about energy, then to understand that yes, this was the very experience that we wanted, and that is why we chose such a family. We chose. When I say we, my energy field chose the family. My energy field is the creator of this entire life and all the experiences. So that's the first relationship that we already have, and the most important relationship. And then, as you rightly said, the most common way to experience stress. That was the first one that you could think of. Stress and joy and love is through the relationships. But again, going back to that very explanation, every relationship is about my energy seeking an experience. What is going to be the basis of my experiences? The basis of my experience is what my energy field is. So if in my energy field I hold a lot of anger, then right from the get go, I'm going to experience a lot of anger. Even as a child, I will be able to experience. Just because it is a child, it does not mean that emotions are missing. As a matter of fact, the child is fully connected to its raw emotions. The child is. And then we get conditioned to hide some of them, to be afraid of some of them. We are afraid of expressing our anger. But is the child afraid of expressing their anger? No, they're not. They are going to express anger just as they feel it. You haven't brought the milk to them for 10 minutes, they are going to throw a tantrum.
Yes.
They are going to fully experience and show you the raw emotion as is without any filters. So the child is fully connected to emotions. And then from there on, they learn to condition it. But however, when we are in the child form and we have all of these emotions, if I am already with the energy of anger, that is the one experience that I will keep continuing to have. So, how will I experience anger? If everything is being brought to me on a platter and everybody is loving me, will I experience anger?
No.
No. So, to experience anger, what do I need? I need somebody to irritate me, to annoy me, to make me angry. So, who is going to create that role for somebody? My energy of anger. And so that is why every relationship that we have is created by our energy. It's a two-way game or sometimes a multi-angular game. There are many angles to every relationship. Yeah. But look at this. There can be just one actor. Yeah. And they can give you all the emotions, right? Mother can give you all the emotions. On days you will love the mother. On days you will hate the mother. On days you will be so worried about the mother. Mother will give you all the emotions. One actor will give you all the emotions. That's it. But what do? We start to name the role that that person should have. A mother should be loving, kind, and compassionate.
All the time. Yeah.
So, is the mother going to be loving, kind, and compassionate all the time? There are two places to look at. One is the role that I have given to the mother. If it doesn't hold loving, kind, compassionate, how can she even give that to me? Because I'm the one who wrote that script for her.
Mm.
She can't. And then the second part of it being that she herself is also energy, and you are playing roles for her. You
Mhm.
are playing the role of the annoying kid. Yeah. And she is going through anger right now, looking at how many tantrums you are throwing. When that is happening, whatever she is experiencing, can she be loving, kind, and compassionate?
No.
No. So the two come together to play roles for each other. And roles will change every day depending on what energy wants to play today. And that is why you call somebody a mother, then you put them in one bucket:
Correct.
kind, compassionate, something, something, something. You can never be mean. If you are mean, oh my God, my heart is broken. Yes, yes. But why is your heart broken? Who wanted to have the heartbreaking experience?
My energy.
There you go. So your energy wanted to have that experience. You will have it through the mother, father, wife, child. You will have that experience because that is what your energy has created for you. And that is why all the relationships, you are the one who decides which way they will go. Not just in awareness, but no, your energy decides what every relationship of yours is going to look like way before, way before you are even born. Because it's your energy field that will play out through every relationship.
Mm. Okay. So then why do we choose all the drama, all the ups and downs in our life?
Well,
Just to experience it, is that the only answer?
why do you go to movies?
To get entertained.
Correct. That be the answer. Yeah, entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. That be the answer. Um, that's the fun answer. There's just one more tiny aspect of it,
Mm.
that we were already the source. Yeah. So we separated. We separated from the source to be able to experience the polarity of it, to be able to experience the day and the night, the good and the bad, the fun and the sad. Yeah.
Mm.
So most of the movies, when you watch them, the end is all is well,
Yeah.
right? And so, not necessarily in one life, in every life, but that's how the movie of the circle of lives goes. That you start from a place and then you have to keep going till you come to the point of recognition that, oh my God, oh, all is well.
Right.
So that's the journey through hundreds and thousands of lives to get to the point of getting to understand, oh my God, all is well. And that can only happen when you're done with the experiences that you came for. And now the remembrance of who you are,
Mm.
the energy that you are, the source that you are, that remembrance then come back to you again. You will find someone, you will find a place. You might not find somebody externally. There might be energy that will guide you, which is what happened with me. I didn't have a father guiding me in the body, he was gone, but the energy is guiding me to that place of oneness. For you guys, the same thing. Money is guiding you, and then through money, I'm guiding you as well to come to that place of oneness.
Mm.
Yeah. But when you come to that place of oneness, what you begin to realize, अरे यार, सब बढ़िया. All is well.
Hmm.
So then, when all is well starts to be seen by you, the journey is coming to an end. The journey of experiencing of polarity is coming to an end because now you've seen all the movies.
Hmm.
You enjoyed, you entertained yourself. But how does this recognition that all is well, how does it even happen? The process itself is through the life cycles. That is the process. All of the journeys, no matter what anybody's energy field looks like, all of the journeys are headed there. All of the journeys of all the lifetimes are all headed there only. Whether it be the terrorist or it be the one who's catching the terrorist, all the journeys are headed to that one place of recognition that we are the source. So
Hmm.
you might not recognize it in this life, and you might. But for each time, for the energy to move on that path, a body is needed.
Correct.
A body is needed, but because by itself, energy cannot experience anything. It
Correct.
needs a television for the waves to be captured and transmitted through it, and so that we can see. We can see the screen, we can see what is there as the program. So a body is needed each time for experiencing that energy field. So that is why we keep coming here to experience our energy field and then to circle back to who we were. That's where we came from, and then we circle right back to who we were. But this time, the energy has grown, and we are the tools through which the universe is raising its frequencies.
Like, what is the upper limit? Like, what is it raising it to?
Where is the upper limit?
It's endless.
Limitless.
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 Correct.
Limitless. You can't, just look at it. Okay. Look at any frequency. Look at fear frequency.
Hmm.
Okay. Your parents will tell you stories of how they used to play till midnight out on the streets and their mothers wouldn't even call out to them. Yeah. Then came our generation. Parents were still letting us out, and we had a few limitations put in place. Today, when your child steps out, there are about 100 limitations put in place. So, what is the frequency of fear looking like to you today versus what it was in your parents' time?
Much higher.
Much higher. So, who has raised that fear frequency? We have. Through the body, through our experiences, through experiencing of fear. We have
Hmm.
raised the fear experiences. But it's not just for fear, it's for everything. By being in joyfulness, we are growing the frequency of joyfulness, not just for ourselves, but for the entire universe. And that's where the collective energy comes to play. And how are we going to grow the experiences? Relatives. That's what it is. But sitting by myself, very limited experience.
Hmm.
Put in two or three people over here in the mix. I'm going to like you. I'm going to hate you. I'm going to be not so crazy about you. I'm going to be crazy about you. And now I can experience the full blown emotional palette that I have through these relatives.
Correct.
So that's how relations are needed for the experience.
And for the collective growth of the entire universe as well. So, what you're trying to say is if we work on ourselves, it's not just us who are like raising, but we're raising the entire collective.
So, in a way, yes, that you say that we are trying to raise the collective. But when you come, see, when I talk about the collective, I'm really still talking about the entire world, where most of the population is still on their journey of
Hmm.
discovering the polarity. They came here to experience polarity, and so Earth is the place where you experience polarity. The only time that you can actually let go of the word collective is when you begin to understand that there is no other.
Hmm.
Then there is no collective. Then there is no point of the collective.
Hmm.
Because in my universe, I'm the only one. In your universe, you're the only one. Energy of mine is creating my universe, energy of yours is creating your universe. And at that point of time, now relatives are no longer relatives because you can actually see them for who they are. Mirrors,
Mm.
mirrors. Yeah. So that is why when we first started out by saying, mother has got to be kind, compassionate, loving, but she's a mirror to you. Whatever it is that you hold in your energy, that's the only thing that she can give to you, cannot give anything else. Even before birth, in the womb, the baby recognizes whether they are wanted or not wanted.
Correct.
So the experience of rejection can start from the womb itself. If that's your energy, you would have chosen the perfect family to show yourself that energy, and right from the word baby, the rejection can begin. The
Yes.
rejection can begin. That is how the experiences are formed through the energy field, and aiding that are the bodies, this body, and the body of all the relatives around us.
So that means there is no scope for any kind of blame, complaint, if we come from this point of view and if we truly understand and are aware of this. There's no
Correct.
blame, there's no complaint, and there's
Correct.
no even scope of sympathy because, okay, you know that the person, the other person, is
Yes.
also me, and I have chosen that, okay, this is the experience that I will have in this ride.
Yes. See, blame, sympathy,
Mm.
pity for the self, yeah,
Yes,
have to go out if love for the self. Wait, Baba, just a second. My bindi dropped.
it was a bindi dropping moment.
My bindi dropping. Should be captured in the bloopers moment. The bindi dropping moment. Okay. All right. So where were we? Complain and pity for the self literally have to go out the window when the game becomes self love. Yeah. So when you come to that place of recognition for the self, that there is only me and there is no other, then who will you blame? No one. But who can you love? Your own
Yep,
self. Your own self. Then again, you don't have to love anybody else. So
correct.
only loving to the self, only being with the self, and that changes, firstly, your relationship with your own self. Your relationship with your own self needs to change because what is that changing then? It is changing the very energy field that is giving you experiences. The experiences of rejection, let us say, if you are getting, or the experience of love from this person, but not from this person, then to recognize to this person, you gave the role.
Hmm.
Okay, show me the love that I am. Show me the love that I am. And then to this person, you gave the role, show me the not love that I am. Yeah, the not so good part about me, the part that I don't like, the part that I hate, you show that to me. So now two different people are going to give me two different experiences, but both of them are experiences of my energy field. Yes. So then now I begin to understand, array, there is nobody else but me. There is only me in this universe of mine, and I'm creating every experience for myself. Now, what do I want? Okay, this fellow is giving love. Yes, yes, I want that. That can continue. But this fellow is not giving love. Let me see what part of me I don't like. Then
Correct.
let me change that relationship with myself. My own relationship with myself, I change. And from that place, the relationship over there changes.
Hmm.
It might change, it might not change, but it will stop bothering me. Most of the times, it shows change
Correct.
because they are playing a role for you, but many a times you're also playing a role for them. And sometimes if there's many layers of that, then that relationship might not change right away, but it won't bother you anymore because the part that was bothering you, you
Hmm.
have made an attempt to love.
Yes.
The part that was bothering you had just come to show you, Are bhai, you are not loving this part of me.
Hmm.
That's why that person is not loving this part of me. And so once we begin to get that, where is the blame? I am the most powerful creator.
It's funny when your entire family does the program, then the language in the way in which you communicate with each other changes. Sometimes if I'm angry or or if I'm irritated by the other in my family, they're
Yes.
like, "Huh, तेरा reflection ही हूँ." Then I have no answer but to say, yes, you are absolutely right.
And then the fun part of this is that even irritates you even more because right now you're playing in the irritation frequency.
No,
So,
but the awareness kicks in, and that
yes.
is why I come and, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Mazedar. So I'm glad that you at least bring the finger to yourself and say you are right. Because I've had people come to me with dialogues like this. The wife will tell the husband, ki, tum andar dekh lo, ye, whatever you're doing from irritation, frustration. The husband will say, oh, you are judging me. You are judging me that I'm coming from irritation. She's like, no, no, you are judging me that I am judging you. So
Correct.
this fellow is like, tum dekh lo, that fellow is like, tum dekh lo. And, and I say, answer यहाँ पे ये है कि भाई या शेख अपनी अपनी देख. So if somebody is telling you take a look, the answer is not no, you take a look. The answer is, as you said it, okay, thank you, I will take a look.
Correct.
I will take a look and I will do the work. So yeah, it can go in so many different directions, but there we are. Whatever the frequency is at play, the relative outside is constantly going to be a mirror to show who we are. The only thing that happens to us when we begin to play in oneness, we stop naming relationships.
Hmm.
A mother doesn't stand for kindness and compassion. A brother, a mother, a husband, you are constantly aware that they can only give to you
What I have.
what you have. They
Correct.
cannot give you more, they cannot give you less. So then, this I expect this from them because they're a mother. So these expectations are constantly brought for you, and you can see them and begin to release the expectations because the one thing in the unaware world, the one thing that they're totally meant for is to create expectations. As soon as you get married, you have an expectation from a wife that I am the only one that she will love.
Hmm.
The wife says, you are the one who's going to provide, and you are going to give me security. And this is my expectation from you. And you can have a whole host of expectations,
Hmm.
but you will only receive as per your energy field. The role that you have given to them from your energy, which role you have given, is all that you will receive. So, the beautiful part about energy work becomes that you can begin to change those roles. As you begin to love yourself a little bit more, outside, a little bit more love can be received, can be given, can be experienced. Yeah?
This awareness is so empowering and liberating that, okay, I can actually shift and change anything and everything in my life just by being aware of what am I feeling in the moment. And that the other could be a person, a situation, a place is simply reflecting what am I holding in my energy field.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is why lives shift so quickly when people come and they begin to get this understanding. And I'm so glad to be one of the people who is sharing these understandings. This is my role. I'll end with this because even when people come to me and they expect that as a guru, I will be so kind, filled with love, filled with this. But as a guru, my only job is to deliver the role and then to work on myself to be a clear mirror
Correct.
without judgments. So I only have to work on myself, keeping the role aside, keeping the relationship aside. What relationship? Just yesterday, somebody asked, I don't understand my relationship with you. And I said, I don't have a relationship with you. You
Correct.
have a relationship with yourself, which I reflect. and I have a relationship with myself that you reflect. But when somebody comes to me and their expectation is that as a guru, I'm not behaving very guru-like, I always remind them I don't exist. There is no relationship between you and me. I am simply a clear, clear mirror of yours. That's how it works. Yes?
Awesome. Thank you.
Wonderful. So you know everything about relationships now.
Yes. It actually felt like a proper, perfect, matlab, हाँ, ये ठीक है, completion.
Wonderful. And if any of you, others, all over here, if any of you have any questions, you already know the answers to everything. Wonderful. Ha, Nalini, you have a question?
No, it's an amazing session.
Okay.
Amazing. Every session is amazing. मजा आ गया. मजा आ गया.
Lots
Thank
of
you.
love to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Everybody.